If you like horror, hit that notification bell, smash that like button, and push that subscribe button now.
What's the boogeyman?
Hello, Sydney.
Welcome to my nightmare. We want the man who did this.
Welcome to Nick Pusch's Horror Channel.
Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Nick Pusch. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We are here tonight for one reason. Last week, I hit 3,000 YouTube subscribers, which I'm told is a big deal. So I wanted to kind of, make a live stream about it and talk to you guys, get you guys involved in the future of the channel, talk about things I've done, and yeah, we're going to roast me a little bit. So when I saw that I was coming close to 3,000 subs, I wanted to do something. And I looked around YouTube and I was like, what are people doing when they hit a subscriber milestone? And I saw a bunch of, live stream celebrations and things like that. So I watched some of them. And it's mostly people just talking about how great they are and things like that. And that's just not me, guys. It really isn't. I am not taking shots at any other channels here at all, because we all got to do what we're comfortable with. But for me, I'm more comfortable with people giving me crap, people making fun of me. That's what me and my friends do, both my real life friends and my YouTube friends. So I thought, I haven't seen anybody do, a roast. So what the fuck? Let's do that. So let's see who we got in the chat here. We got Allie here. We got Blake here. We're going to be seeing Blake very soon here. How you guys doing? Thanks for tuning in. But yeah, so in a few minutes, I'm going to play some videos that were sent in by some of my YouTube friends, some of my YouTube partners in crime, so to speak. And they're pretty good, guys. They're giving me a hard time. Blake really lays it on to both myself and as well as Bud and Blaster. But yeah, so I just thought it would be it'd be fun to kind of have fun tonight. I don't take YouTube seriously, and what I mean by that is this is not a job for me. This is a hobby. I enjoy the hell out of it because I've met great people, like the people I'm going to show their videos they sent me, like all of you in the chat, like everyone that watches. I really truly appreciate you guys tuning in, because when I started this channel, and don't worry, we're going to talk some horror tonight too, but when I started this channel, I was just like you guys. I was just a guy who was searching for Halloween articles online, and I ran across some YouTube shit, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool, I could do that. So I think it was July of 2019, I literally sat down on my couch with nothing but my phone, and I recorded a YouTube video talking about Michael Myers. It's fucking awful. Like, it is bad. But I enjoyed it, and I found it was like kind of an outlet to meet more horror fans and, interact with more horror fans and things like that. And as I've grown, obviously, I've changed my setup a little bit, changed my style, which we'll get into because there's some good hate mail I have about the way I do things now. It's pretty funny, to be honest. But yeah, so I'm just a guy that likes talking horror. I'm never gonna, take this as seriously where I think it's a job. Anyone that's using this as a job, I give you massive credit, because it's hard, man. It is hard putting yourself out on camera. It is hard, trying to, work with the YouTube algorithm. For me, I know I tell people to push that subscribe button, but for me, it's more about the viewership. You want subscribers. Subscribers are important because they get your videos out there. They get, people in the chat when you go live like this. And it just makes it a much more enjoyable experience. So as much as I'm making light of the situation right now, I do just want to say I appreciate everyone that tunes into my videos, everyone that tunes into my live streams. You know, you guys are the best. And if people didn't tune in, you know, would I do this? I'd probably still do it, but I don't think I'd do it as much. So it truly is appreciated. All right, let's see who else we got in the chat here. Adam Howard's talking shit. He's roasted me already. He says I'm a chicken. I agree. Shape 78, what's up, man? Says the only reason I watch your videos is because you started doing the goofy face thumbnails. Yeah, I got a lot of shit for that. Mochi's in the chat. Mochi Bone, what's up? Scott, how's it going? Shane Emerson, I knew you'd be here, Shane. Don't you have a life, man? All right, so without further ado, guys, first I'm gonna play some videos here. I have 3 videos to play. They are from Blake from All the Good Names Are Taken podcast. They are from Jake Blaster from Jake Blaster Productions. And they are from Bud from the Shape of Horror podcast. So yeah, let's play the first one. Here, first one we got Blake. Blake is from All the Good Names Are Taken podcast. You guys have heard me mention them before. It is a podcast. It's a YouTube channel with Blake, who you're going to see, like I said, and his brother Ronnie. These guys are great. They put out content that, you know, not a lot of people put out. I think tomorrow they're reviewing Porky's, which should be entertaining as hell. But they do a lot of things that, you know, that not a lot of other channels cover. You know, they did Groundhog Day last weekend. That was fun. You know, lots of fun stuff they do. And they're just got unique personalities. They're fun guys. So let's see what Blake has to say here. This is a little bit of a long one. It's a few minutes, but here we go. Blake, what do you got, man?
Boom.
Oops, wrong one. He roasted me first. Here we go.
Blake from All the Good Names Are Taken podcast, and I am very excited that I was asked to be a part of the Nick Pusch roast, celebrating his 3,000 subs. What a major accomplishment for such a minor guy. I know a lot of people wanted to be involved with this. Bud from the Shape of Horror podcast, great guy. He wanted to be involved, but, you know, at the very last minute, nobody asked him. And I don't really feel comfortable making fun of Bud, especially since I found out that, you know, he is an American hero. You know, he served our country. But fun fact about our friend Bud, his nickname in the Navy was Torpedo. That's right. Not because, you know, he manned the weapons or anything, because he used to hang his ass off the side of the boat and shit on the dolphins. We'll also be hearing from a guy who moved all the way to Nevada just so he didn't have to use Backpage anymore. And of course, I'm talking about Jake Blaster. Jake Blaster, who's a great guy, loves Cobra Kai, loves The Karate Kid, John Kreese, Johnny Lawrence. He's a big No Mercy guy, which is ironic because No Mercy is exactly what the creditors showed Jake as they ran his ass out of Florida. You know, Jake has a new game show coming out that we're all very excited about. The concept is simple. Jake bitches about Halloween ends for an hour while all the other contestants log off. Last man standing wins a corn dog. And now for the man of the hour, the man with no power. And by that I mean his lights got cut off. Almost forgot. That's better. What can I tell you about Nick Pusch that you guys hadn't already seen in Last Tango in Paris? Nick Pusch has a face that only a mother could love, but it's unfortunate for us that his mother was not Casey Anthony. Nick Pusch's face makes onions cry. Nick Pusch is the reason God created miscarriages. You're like the first slice of bread in the loaf, Nick. Nobody wants that shit. I mean, the only reason someone looks at you when you're walking in the street, Nick, is if they are a lesbian trying to decide how they want their hair cut. Nick, Ronnie was going to be here. When I called him and told him about it, he actually went back to work. No, seriously, though, Ronnie is really busy looking for something else to do. Last time I saw a washed-up piece of shit like you was during Hurricane Katrina. Oh! So, at the end of these things, you're supposed to say something nice. So, let me just say... Oh, hang on just a second, getting a phone call. Hello, Stew Train. What's going on, man? Hey, yeah. Oh, that's what I'm doing. I'm actually doing that right now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm at the end where you're supposed to say something really nice about the guy. Sure, of course. Yeah, of course I'll tell him. You're like the most positive guy I've ever met. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll pass it along. All right, buddy. Stew Train, woo woo! I'll talk to you later. Craven said suck his dick. But seriously, Nick, I mean, the Golden Girls had it right. Thank you for being a friend. You know, we've been following you. You're one of the reasons Ronnie decided to get on YouTube. You know, he found your channel, and he pretty much said, you know, we only had an audio podcast at the time, and he saw your channel and pretty much said, you know, hey, Blake, if this creep can do it, we can do it. So you're the reason we jumped to YouTube. And, but seriously, though, it's been really cool getting to know you these last 2 years. And, you know, once we pass you in subs, we'll be done with you, of course. But until then, it's going to be really fun hanging out with you and making content with you. I mean, you're like our favorite YouTube channel right now, you know, besides Slaughtered Lamb and Dave McRae, you know, Jimmy Champagne, Sean Clark, Good Real Hunting, The Horror Guys, Craving Something Scary. But you're definitely ahead of We Watched a Movie. So you got that going for you. But seriously, Nick, from Ronnie, of course, from Ronnie, he's the biggest Nick Pusch fan there is. From Ronnie and from Blake, from the bottom of our hearts, seriously, buddy, go fuck yourself.
Oh man, fucking Blake. No, Blake, I appreciate you taking the time to do that. Clearly, you are a little too good at shit like that. I asked Ronnie, who, like I said earlier, is Blake's brother on the channel. I asked Ronnie to send one in. He refused. He said he's not good at it. I don't buy it. I think Ronnie, deep down, he just doesn't want anyone to know, but I think deep down Ronnie's just a super nice guy. And maybe he loves me. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe if they had me on their channel again, they're getting too big. You know, Blake mentioned when they get more subs than me, I bet you by summer they're going to have more subs than me. You know why? Because they don't give a fuck about subs. You know, and that's just refreshing. But no, Blake's a great guy. His brother Ronnie is also a great guy. I encourage you guys to go check them out. Like I said earlier, they do a lot of unique things. So yeah, it's a great channel, and it's probably, you know, it's definitely one of my top few channels that I watch on YouTube, because it's not, you know, it's not the same old shit. So give them a sub if you can. If not, they don't give a fuck. So you're not hurting them. But yeah, that was good, Blake. Let's see what we got going on in the chat. Then we'll get to some others. We'll get to some hate mail, and then we'll talk some horror. Adam Howard says, I was hoping you were going to say, nobody calls me chicken. Shape of Horror Podcast says, I'm going to have to skip Fancy Talk and jump on All the Good Names Are Talking to talk Porkies. Yeah, we got another Fancy Talk episode tomorrow on Bud's channel, the Shape of Horror Podcast. We're talking top 10 90s songs, so that's going to be a good one. It'll be myself, Bud, and Jake Blaster. We got the whole crew back in town, back in business, so make sure you guys go check that out, or go to All the Good Names Are Taken and check out Porkies. You know, these guys bring up Porkies all the fucking time. I've known them for 2 years, and it's just, they always find a way to get a Porkies reference into something. And now they're finally reviewing it, so I'm excited to check that out before Fancy Talk. Shape78 says, I'm on business travel in Seattle right now, but couldn't miss celebrating you, Nick. You're an authentic horror fan. Well, I appreciate that, my man. I really do. You are one of the good guys. Obviously, you and I have chatted offline many times, and I appreciate your support. You're one of my first supporters, and I really, truly appreciate you tuning in, my friend. And enjoy Seattle. Hopefully it's not raining out there. What else we got here? And then we'll get to Blaster's video. Blake seems to be a hit. And Ronnie says, I guessed it. I knew he was a nice guy. I knew it. Either that or he's a lazy fuck. Who knows? Shane Emerson says there's probably 200 songs he could put on that list tomorrow. Yeah, for real. Okay. Let's get to Mr. Blaster's roast now. If Blake is right, If Blake is right, Jake Blaster is probably going to mention Halloween Ends. Let's see. Let's see how well Blake knows Jake Blaster.
All right, let's see here.
Just fucking pictures. Asshole.
Another text from Nick Pusch. This guy never stops fucking texting me. What now? Hey guys, I'm doing a 3K sub live stream. Can you send me a video of you guys roasting me? Oh, that's easy to fucking do. The guy likes Halloween Ends. Oh, I don't mind the Corey Cunningham stuff. I understand why people hate it, but I don't really mind it. I think it's refreshing, and in 10 years it's going to find a cult following. Get the fuck out of here. The fucking movie sucks. Just say it sucks. Guy playing both sides of the fence. I can't fucking believe this guy is my Fancy Star podcast partner. Oh, shit. Just kidding. Nick Pusch, my man, congratulations on 3K subs, buddy. That is one hell of an achievement. You deserve it. You've put in a lot of work on your channel. I just want to say thank you for helping me with my channel. You've been with me all the way, and I really appreciate it. Appreciate your friendship. And buddy, 3K subs is nothing to sneeze at. Congratulations. Well done.
You know, I got a little beef with Jake Blaster about that. You know, the guy in text messages just fucking rips on me 7 days a week, saying things you guys couldn't even imagine, just talking shit all day long. All fucking day long, literally, about me, about my channel, and it's all in good fun. I gave him free reign tonight to roast me, and he ends up being a nice guy. That's because Jake Blaster really, really is a nice guy, and he's got a great channel. He is gonna be at 1,000 subs before you know it, and I can't wait to roast him, even if he doesn't want me to. I will not be that nice to him because he's just nicer than me. That's just the way it is. But yeah, he as Blake mentioned, he's also got a game show coming up might be next week actually. I believe it's next week. But he's got a game show where he's going to have contestants. He's going to have basically the viewers, be contestants on his game show. It's called Race the Clock. He's got a lot of exciting things planned for that, and he is super good on camera. He's a very talented guy. So make sure you go check out his channel. I'm gonna save all my negative comments for when he does a 1K sub stream, and I'm just gonna roast him even if he doesn't want me to. Thank you, Blaster, for that. Should we get to Bud here? Let's see what we got going on in the channel. Not in the channel. In the chat. Sorry, can't talk. I'm gonna drop under 3K subs. Jen Werner, hey Jen, says, hey Nick, hi everyone. What are we talking about? Right now we are just making fun of me, Jen. I'm having some fun. I just hit 3K subs, which, like I said at the beginning, apparently it's a big deal, and I don't want to take it seriously because it's just not me. So I have some videos of some of my YouTube friends and YouTube partners in crime that are making fun of me because it's fun, and then we're going to get into talking some horror and reading some hate mail that I got. So yeah, we're just kind of fucking around tonight. Like I was telling people earlier, I try not to take YouTube too seriously. I have been accused of doing that, and rightfully so. There was a video I made before Halloween Kills came out. So that would have been, prior to October 2021. There was a video I made about the flashback image where it was Myers in the flashback standing outside the Myers house with cops and Loomis all around him. And I probably lost my mind a little bit over that image. And it was a huge overreaction. If that came out now, I don't think I'd react the same way. I just think, I was a prisoner of the moment. I saw it, and the purist in me, freaked out a little bit. But now, as Jake Blaster said, I don't mind Halloween Ends, and I can't believe that. So, I was taking things a little too seriously back then. I'm trying really hard not to do that anymore, because at the end of the day, these are movies. We're all just having fun here. If you think a movie is great or a character in a movie is great, and I don't, that's okay. or vice versa. Especially with fandom nowadays, and the internet and everything that's going on, YouTube, everything. People go fucking insane about movies, and it's like, dude, calm the fuck down. And like I said, I've been guilty of it too. But I just think we need to all relax a little bit, have fun. Everyone that, shows up for a live stream, maybe not this one, but anyone that shows up for a live stream, to talk Halloween or to talk Scream, you're all fans of the same franchise. It's good to debate and things, but that should be celebrated. It shouldn't turn into, name calling and all sorts of things. So, I'm just kind of enjoying my YouTube journey right now, and it's mainly because of all of you. I'm not crying. Don't worry, Ronnie. Ronnie told me I was gonna cry tonight. That ain't gonna happen. But yeah, all right. Enough of that rant. Let's get to Bud, Shape of Horror podcast. And like I said, make sure you go give Jake Blaster Productions or make sure you subscribe to him. All right, Bud, where are you? Here we go.
All right, so I'm scrolling through my Instagram timeline a little bit earlier, and I noticed a post from Nick Pusch, the one and only Nick Pusch, one of my partners in crime in my YouTube journey here, and 3,000 subscribers for Nick Pusch's horror channel just today. And what can we say about Nick? He's, he certainly has a look, the look of a guy who punches a lot of drywall, probably fixed a lot of drywall. But, he doesn't make videos. It's Nick Pusch's horror channel. And if you watch Nick Pusch, you get thought-provoking things like this. Michael Myers in quarantine. Just top-of-the-line stuff. This is like 3,000 subs. This is what got in there. Just thought-provoking stuff. As you can see, Nick is a huge Halloween fan. You can see all his Halloween memorabilia. He's got some cool posters. A lot of cool stuff. But he got probably the absolute worst Michael Myers mask on the market. Looks like it was made by Helen Keller herself. It's so terrible. Looks like basically Kate Winslet to me. But yeah, there was content like this that took Nick Pusch to 3,000 subs, and a lot of great ideas from yours truly, Bud. I powered Nick through the tough times of Halloween Ends and getting him through now for Scream 6. All my great ideas have powered him to 3,000 subs, if you can believe it. So, Nick, in all seriousness, congratulations on 3,000 subs, man. It's been a blast getting to know you. We have a lot of commonalities. We get to do fancy talk, man. It's just been a blast. But I'm going to leave you with this. Watch Top Gun Maverick, you communist asshole. Congratulations.
All right, a couple of things there. Thank you, Bud. Regarding Top Gun Maverick, I have not seen Top Gun Maverick. Blaster and Bud give me crap about it all the time. They think I hate Top Gun. I do not hate Top Gun. I just think Top Gun I just think it's overrated. I think Tom Cruise has way better movies than Top Gun. Way better 80s movies. I think Risky Business is a way better movie than Top Gun. But I don't hate Top Gun. I just think that, in pop culture, it just got overrated. I think it's a pretty good movie. But no, I have not seen Top Gun Maverick yet. I will watch it as soon as these guys stop giving me shit about it. I am not going to let them, give me crap about it until I watch it. That ain't going to happen, I'm, for spite right now, not going to watch it. And then let's talk about that mask that he showed. He fucking finds that. That mask, actually, I bought at, I believe it was Spencer's in 1999 or maybe the year 2000. Back in the day, they didn't have all these, rehauls of Myers masks. There wasn't a Spirit Halloween. You had to go to the mall, and it was just a fucking mask painted white with black eyes. And there were worse masks than that, actually. Like, it's crazy how the Michael Myers masks have evolved over the years. It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, go check out Bud's channel, the Shape of Horror podcast. You can see the logos of the guys that had videos right next to me tonight. I appreciate it, guys. What we're going to do here now is I am going to read some of my hate mail I've gotten over the years. And then we'll talk some horror. So if you guys have any horror questions you want me to talk about before we wrap up, put them in the comments because I'll be reading them and we'll discuss. But before I get to the hate mail here, you put yourself out there on YouTube. I don't want to say you're asking for shit like this because some of this isn't that bad. But you put yourself out there and you got to expect it. It's the internet. People are crazy in real life. They are absolutely crazier online, as everybody knows. So, some of this stuff, you read it out loud and it sounds made up. I'm telling you guys, if you start a YouTube channel and you start gaining a following, you will get shit like this. Some of this stuff I had to delete from comments on my videos. Some of this stuff I left on there because I don't care. I've had people send me messages on social media. I have had people tweet at me, just the most bizarre things. And like I said, as you guys know here, obviously, I only have 3,000 subs right now. I couldn't imagine having 20, 30, 100,000 subs. The things these people have to deal with, it's like, Jesus Christ. I thought it'd be fun to read some of these because, like I said, I'm not going to take things too seriously. It's lighthearted. So let me pull them up here and I will read them. Like I said, some of them are just, people being assholes in the comments. Some of them are, I just find funny. But before I do that, let's see what we got going on in the chat. Galaxy Pixel Sapphire's here. How you doing? Shane says Maverick got a Best Picture nomination. Yes, it did. I'm surprised that was able to get a Best Picture nomination. A movie like that. Michael Joe says I came just in time. How you doing, Michael Joe? Let's see. Here's a question. Shane, I'll get to your horror question in a moment here. Ronnie says this should have been a clip show. Dude, that's actually a good idea. I should have done that. Adam Howard, hey, the jerk store called. They're running out of you. Yeah, well, I slept with your wife. Seinfeld reference for anyone that doesn't get it. All right, let's do this. All right, first one. Some of these I remember because I kind of went back on a lot of my videos, grabbed a few. I went back to messages I got on Twitter, grabbed some of them, went back to a few things, and some of them I actually just had screenshotted over the years, and I just threw them in a Word document just because I think they're fun. All right, first one. This is someone tweeting at me. He says, Nick Pusch, you're a jerk-off loser. You will be a jerk-off loser. Like, it's just out of nowhere. Like, I just get that shit out of nowhere. And it's just like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Same person, a minute later on Twitter. Nick Pusch, not sure about your new comical way of doing things. Don't like it. Is this going to be a regular thing? I just prefer you talking normal. So, this fucking asshole. So, I'm just me. So here's a little bit of background about, the comedy I started to, I don't want to say comedy I started to incorporate, but, when you start a channel, or at least me, because believe it or not, I'm pretty laid back guy that, I'm not very outgoing, but you start a channel and you got a camera in your face and you're putting it out there for everyone to see. And you have your criteria that you want to talk about, whether it's, a top 10 list of, top 10 Michael Myers kills, top 10, whatever. Okay. You have your list of things you want to talk about, and, you just talk, you just say it and you're done, or at least I do. And, as you start doing it more, you get, Chick Blaster says that guy is right. Oh, asshole. But the more comfortable you get, the more you start to have your own personality come out. So my new comical way of doing things isn't, I wouldn't say it's a new comical way of doing things. It's just to get more comfortable on camera. And, you know, a year from now, I'm probably going to be watching my videos and be like, God damn it, that was horrible. You know, it's with anything you do, you grow and evolve. So I wouldn't really call it a new comical way of doing things. I just started lightening up a little bit. And like I said, realizing that this is YouTube. This is supposed to be fun. And this is me. And if you don't like it, fuck off. I'm just kidding. But not really. So my new comical way of doing things is just, you know, me being myself. This guy doesn't like it. That's okay. I just don't understand the tweeting at me instead of just either unsubscribing or scrolling off. So I just thought that was funny. Next, chill out, man. You're a lunatic. Take your Ritalin. I think this had to be one of my rants about Halloween 5. I think probably Michael in the Cell. This is one. I like this one. It's just a quick sentence. Pointless video from a pointless channel. Oh, here we go. This is definitely from this next one is from a Halloween Kills video I did before the video, or before the movie came out, and I was talking about the flashback and how I did not want to see Michael Myers arrested. This person said, "You don't deserve to make videos. You're not a true Halloween fan if you don't want to see how Michael was apprehended. So I'm not a true Halloween fan. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I like this one. There's a little paragraph here. So I made a video that got a lot of heat earlier this year. I think it was this summer. And it was talking about, and it was just totally being satirical. It was totally fucking around. And it was about how there's no nudity in the Halloween franchise anymore. So this person, who I had never seen comment on my videos, don't know if he was a longtime watcher, don't know anything, but he says, this was the first time here we go, this answers that. This was the first time I watched one of your videos. 2 minutes and 15 seconds, I turned it off. I am not offended by nudity at all, but I cannot see wasting my time listening to you discuss why we need nudity in the Halloween trilogy or in any their horror movie for that fact. My basic point is that horror movies do not need nudity. If you want TNA, go see a porn. These days, anyone who wants to see it has access to it. Not like back in the 80s where you had a friend who discovered his dad's VHS. It is simply not needed. Period. So it sounds like this guy, who's giving me crap about talking about nudity, borrowed his friend's dad's VHS in the 80s. Okay. All right. So here's my favorite one, though. I only got like 4 more, and then we're gonna talk some more, guys. But this is my favorite one. It's funny that an ugly fucker with a huge nose like you is talking about wanting to see nudity. Go jerk off somewhere else, man. Oh shit! Like literally, who the fuck? You don't like a video? Who the fuck comments shit like this? I personally do not take this stuff seriously, like guys, obviously, because I'm making light of it. When I see comments like this, I literally laugh. When I tell people about this, I used to post shit like this on Twitter sometimes. I'd post a screenshot of a horrible comment like this on Twitter, and I'd have 50 comments from people saying, "Oh, don't worry about it. It's okay. It's okay." I'm like, guys, I just think it's funny. I don't need encouragement. It's okay. Like I said, you put yourself out there when you start a YouTube channel, and you make your opinions known. People do not like it. All right, 3 more. This person says, once again, you contradicted yourself, Nick. 2 years ago, you said the exact opposite in a video. Seriously, go look it up. Dude, I don't remember what I said fucking 2 days ago. First of all. Second of all, I don't, opinions change over the years. It's pretty, it's just like, how am I supposed to remember what I said in a video 2 years ago? The fact that this guy remembers, more power to him. But Jesus Christ, people evolve, opinions change. 2 more. Says, what do we got here? Hold on 1 second. Okay. Says, dude, you stutter way too much to be on YouTube. Great video though. So great video, even though I stutter, it's a great video. Thank you. And finally, just came to hear you cry, Nick. I wish you non-filmmakers knew how much you don't know about shit. At least you didn't have a total meltdown like you did last year about Michael sitting in a chair. LMAO. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to point this stuff out, guys, because I think it's funny when you get hate like this. I really do. I don't take it seriously at all. But yeah, it's shit is it's YouTube. This shit happens. So yeah, let's see what we got going on in the comments here, guys. We're gonna talk a little horror and then we will be done. I appreciate you guys tuning in as always. Shane had a comment here. Let me just find it real quick. Where are you, Shane? What was your question? Do you think Scream 6 will end on a cliffhanger? What do you guys think in the comments? Would you guys be for Scream 6 ending in a cliffhanger? I kind of would be for that. I think it's time, we see Ghostface win. We kind of saw Halloween Kills end in a cliffhanger, although they didn't really pay that off, no matter how you feel about Halloween Ends. And like I said, I enjoyed Halloween Ends, but I definitely can agree that they didn't pull that off very well at all. But yeah, I'd definitely be for Ghostface winning. I always think it'd be cool, and it's not going to happen because it's not going to happen because she's not signed up for the movie. But I think it'd be cool if Ghostface won, or you think the heroes won, and then all of a sudden you see a phone ring before it cuts to black, and Nev picks up, and you hear a "Hello, Sydney." I think something like that would be cool, but they have to do it right. I think they're basically, because of the success of Scream 5 and because of the hype around Scream 6, I think they know they can get at least another movie out of this franchise. But I think after 7, we got to be done with it. The one thing Scream has had going for it, instead of all these other horror franchises, is it's been solid through and through. I personally do not like Scream 3 at all. Like, at all. I think it's dog shit. But I don't like Scream 3 at all. But Scream 3 is the worst. That's okay. So, it's not a Halloween 5. It's not a Jason Goes to Hell or a Night Freddy's Dead. So Scream has going for it that it's a solid franchise. But we're on Scream 6 here. The 6th movie of some person putting on a mask, a Ghostface mask, and killing all their friends. Making phone calls and all that, with people that have survived, all these movies, whether it's Gail or Sydney, and obviously Dewey for a while. But I think you run into a problem after Scream 6 here. And that problem is, do we still believe that this can be happening again and people can survive again? And, it's the same MO, and, how many different motives can we have in the movie, in the franchise? So it's like you run into a little bit of a problem. And so yeah, but that's just me. Jen says, what? You don't like Scream 3? It's my favorite sequel. Yeah, I know a lot of people that like Scream 3. I don't want to say I hate it. My issue with Scream 3 is this. So for me, and like I said, this is just for me, but for me, a franchise like Scream, where it's very meta, there's a fine line between meta and parody. And I think the original Scream told that line fucking perfectly. I think Scream 2 told that line very well. Scream 4 told it well, and Scream 5 told it pretty well. But I think Scream 3 kind of went over the line a little bit, where it felt almost Scooby-Doo-ish to me. And it has a lot of great elements, don't get me wrong. But for me, it just told over that line, whereas a little bit Scooby-Doo-y, at least for me. I do love the opening. I love Cotton's death. I think that's the best part of the movie. I love Detective Kincaid. I love his character. And I love the ending that Sydney got, opening the door. I thought that was a perfect ending to her character. It's unfortunate. Oh, I'm going to get a comment on that. My 5K roast, that's going to be on there. I'm kidding. But yeah, Scream 3, it just toes the line of being a little bit too absurd for me, but I can still enjoy it. And like I said, Scream 3 is not it's not a Halloween 5 or a Halloween Resurrection, so if Scream 3 is the worst in your franchise, you're doing something right. And I'm just scared if they keep making these movies, if we keep making these movies, that we're gonna start getting a couple duds, and I don't want to see that happen to the Scream franchise, because we have all these duds in all these other franchises. And yes, you can go back 15 years later and have some nostalgia with the shitty sequels. I get that, but Scream is the franchise that was doing it right, and it still is doing it right. Because Scream 5, I know it got a lot of hate, but I think it was just, the age we're in. I liked Scream 5 a lot. I loved the motive of the killers. Do I think it was great? No. But I thought it was very, very good, and it was exactly what we needed to get the franchise moving again. And I'm excited for Scream 6 because, many reasons, but it's going to be cool to be in New York City. It's going to be cool to see, a ghost face that is quote unquote different than the rest. But yeah, I'm Scream 6. I'm extremely excited for, and we are, essentially 4 weeks away this Thursday from seeing it. All right, let's see here. What else we got going on in the chat? Derek Speaks. Hey, Derek says, can't believe the first Scream is almost 30 years old. That is insane. That is absolutely insane to me. Especially since Scream and the original Halloween from 78 were only 18 years apart. And now we're almost, looking at 27 years since the original Scream. I mean, that means, Jesus Christ, am I getting old? It's crazy. Galaxy Pixel says Scream 5 is my least favorite. Don't hate it. I prefer the rest over it. Yeah, and I think that's how most people feel about their least favorite in this franchise is they don't hate it, but they just prefer others. Which, like I said, the franchise is doing it right. Jen says, Nick, what is your favorite sequel so far? Jen, I always change my mind between 2 and 4. I love Scream 2. For the college atmosphere, I thought they did it right as far as what they did with how they approached sequels after handling slashers in the OG. I really like Scream 2, but I also really like Scream 4. I think Scream 4 is pretty fucking brutal. Scream 4 should not be as good as it is. It came out in 2011, and Scream 3 was 2000, I believe. I might be wrong on that, but I think that's what it was. So 11 years later, they come back, and obviously, I believe it was Wes Craven's last movie, and it shouldn't have been as good as it was, but I really enjoyed it. I liked Jill. I liked Jill's, reasoning. I liked that they talked about, the reboots, because if you remember, that was a big thing at the time. So yeah, I changed my mind between Scream 2 and Scream 4, depending on the day. It can change. If you ask me right now, which you just did, obviously, I would say Scream 2. Jen does not like Scream 4. Interesting. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that sometime. Shane Emerson says, Nick, did you hear about I Know What You Did Last Summer getting a new sequel? I did, and I'm intrigued. I really love the original I Know What You Did Last Summer. The cinematography in that movie is fucking fantastic. The setting, I think it's East Coast, right? The Carolinas. The setting with the mountains and everything is great. The cast is pretty on par, actually, with the original Scream, written by Kevin Williamson again. But look at the cast in that movie. Obviously, you got Sarah Michelle Gellar, you got Jennifer Love Hewitt, Freddie Prinze Jr., Ryan Felipe. I love fucking Ryan Felipe. He's badass. But you also got Johnny Galecki. What's her name? The chick that just died in a car accident. Wasn't she in there? Ellen DeGeneres' flame for a while. Might have been wife for a while. Can't remember. But yeah, I'm excited about what they could do with I Know What You Did. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I've actually never seen the third one. I enjoy. Thanks, bud. I enjoy the second one a lot. I don't think it's good at all, but I enjoy it for what it is. So yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with it. All right, guys, gonna go another 5 minutes or so. Ronnie says, great chase scene in that movie with Buffy. Yeah, dude, that's one of the best chase scenes, I think, in horror. That, what's her name? Helen Schreiber's or something like that. That is one of the best chase scenes I've ever seen in a horror movie. And it's in, I Know What You Did Last Summer. And, she gets so close to, escaping, and then he gets her. It's just fantastic. So, let's see what else we got going on. Shane Emerson likes the tanning bed scene in the second one. Shane asks if I've seen Terrifier 2. I have not yet, man. I've seen the first one a couple times, but I have not seen the second one. Obviously, I know it was a huge deal for a while, but it still is, I guess, because it just came out this past October. But yeah, I'm excited to see that still. I got to make some time. I haven't seen the third I Know What You Did Last Summer. Shane says it's Eyes Bleed. Yeah, I heard it's pretty bad. But I thought the second one, like I said, it's not a good movie, but I had fun with it. I got nostalgia with it. It's set on an island in Jamaica, I believe. Jack Black is in there with dreadlocks. So yeah, I enjoy that. I don't want to call it a franchise because there's 3 movies, I believe, unless they made all kinds of different movies that I don't know about. But I think they just had a series on like Amazon or something that was canceled. I think it was canceled, I should say. So I'd be curious what that one's about. Michael Joe says, I can't wait for Cocaine Bear. Dude, I'm intrigued by that movie. The fact that that's a real movie based on kind of a real story is hilarious to me. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Shane says Jeffrey Combs was in the second one also. Yes, wasn't he like the hotel? Was he like the hotel clerk, or not clerk, but the guy at the front desk of the hotel room? I think sounds familiar. I forgot about that. You are right. All right, guys, gonna start wrapping up. A couple of things here before I wrap up. Number one, we have a new Fancy Talk episode tomorrow on the Shape of Horror podcast. So like I said, we're talking top 10 90s songs, so that'll be fun. Number two, I appreciate everyone showing up tonight. This is just me having some fun on YouTube. I couldn't do it without you guys. You guys are the ones that encourage me to make videos by showing up in the chat like tonight, by commenting on my videos, by watching them. I value every single opinion that you guys have, even if you disagree with me. I know I was reading some hate comments tonight. I was just having fun. If you guys disagree with me, feel free to tell me in the comments. I want to encourage that, so I'm not trying to discourage someone or saying that my opinion matters more than anyone else, because that is quite frankly not true. I'm just a guy on a camera talking about something he likes to talk about. So yeah, that's it for tonight. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the kind words, and I appreciate you guys being so active in the chat. I will see you next